Hello, friends. Welcome to today's football prediction on Betcroft. Okay, today is another very beautiful Monday morning, and once again we're back with our predictions on this very channel. All right, so many games are going across the globe, and we're able to select a few of these games that are going on. Bringing it forward for you. After a very good look, at these games. All right. Yesterday we didn't have the best of days, saying that for the first time in a long row, we're having both tickets, missing out at least a game in both tickets that we had yesterday. It does happen because yesterday and throughout the weekend we having a whole lot of upsets here and there. We saw the likes of Barcelona losing out at home, Bayern Munich and the rest of them. A whole lot of upset really happening this very weekend. But we already put that behind us, and forge ahead and hope that today we do so well in our predictions. All right, in a short while of looking at the matches one after the other, you know, and we want to ask the folks who are coming across our video for the first time that are yet to subscribe to kindly take our time to hit the subscription button right now so that you will not be missing out on our subsequent games that will always come up on this very channel on a daily basis. Okay. All right, that being said, let's get to the business of today. And today we start as usual, and we have two tickets, and two tickets contains three games in it. And we're starting today's game with the for the first match in actually in Portugal, where we have Portugal First Division, where we have Sporting Braga, who will be coming up against Farmasi. All right, okay, and when you look at how the two teams have fared in recent games, you can see that Sporting Braga have won three games in the last six. They've also had one draw as well as two losses. And away side, Famaliso have had one win, two draws as well as three losses in the last six games that they have so far. When you look at how they fared from home and away perspective, you can see that playing from home, Sporting Braga have actually been able to achieve six victories in the last 10 home matches. They've also had one draw as well as three losses in the last 10 home games that they have so far. And away side, Famaliso have been able to achieve four wins from away. They've also had three draws as well as three losses in the last 10 away games that they have so far. And the last three head-to-head meetings I've seen Sporting Braga winning. Okay, yeah, winning on two occasions out of those three, and Famalicio winning one time. Okay, but in this very encounter, we definitely expected the home side, Sporting Braga to take the day in this one, and it is the home side to win out shortly. Home win. That's what value for that very encounter. Okay, that takes us to the next game, and it is in Turkish First Division where we have Adana Demirspor who will be coming up against Besiktas. Okay, looking at the recent games of both sides, you can see that Demirspor, the home side, have had one win, one draw, but have lost four games in the last six matches that they had. And we said Besiktas have had one win, two draws, and three losses. And when you look at how they fare from home and away perspective, you can see that from home, the home side, Demirspor, in the last 10 home matches, have actually won just one game, but have lost nine out of those 10 games that they had in the last 10 home matches. And away side, Besiktas have won two games. Also, they've had three losses, but have drawn five uh, matches in the last 10 away games that they had so far. But when you look at how they fared from home and away perspective, you can see that last time they met, they played out a 0-0 draw, and in this very encounter, we will expect the away side Besiktas, who is in better form compared to the home side, to achieve a result in this one and win out shortly. So it is away side to win out shortly, Besiktas to win. That's all for that very game. And that takes us to the next, which are going to be the last for the first ticket. It is in Cyprus First Division, where we have Nea Salamis, who will be up against the Pafos. Okay, Nea Salamis, the home side, have had just two wins, two draws, as well as two losses. And away side, Pafos have had four wins in the last six games, but have also had two losses. Okay, when you look at how these two teams are fared from home and away perspective and playing from home, the home side Salamis have actually been able to achieve four victories in the last 10 home matches. They've also had two draws and have lost four games in the last 10 home matches. But before their away side have won seven games out of the last 10 away games that they have so far, and have also lost three out of those. And when you put all that together, also noting the fact that on head-to-head basis, it is Pafos who have actually been quite dominant of these meetings, seeing that these teams have met three times already this year, and Pafos have won two out of those, three, and the other one being a draw. And those winnings, at those two winnings were actually very convincing. They won the first one by 5 goals to nil, and the other one by 4 goals to nil, which will happen in September. And in this very encounter, we expect Pafos again to win out shortly, and we decide to win. That's a party for that very game, okay? And that concludes the first ticket for us today. And we head to the second ticket of the day, and that starts with a game in Turkey, where we have Galatasaray who will be up against Trabzonspor. Okay, and we all know that Galatasaray in the league have been in very fine form. In the last 6 matches that they had, they've been able to achieve 3 victories, and they've also had 3 draws as well. And we side the Trabzonspor have had just win 1 draw, but have lost 4 games in the last 6, 7 games that they have so far. All right, when you look at how they fared from home our perspective, okay, playing from home, Galatasaray have won 8 games in the last 10 home matches. They've also had 2 draws. They've not lost a single match playing from home. And the away side, on the other hand, Trabzonspor have just managed a single win in the last 10 away matches that they have so far. And they've also had 4 losses as well as 5 draws in the last 10 away games. And the last time both teams met was in January. It was Galatasaray who won. Galatasaray played from away and won by 5 goals to 1. And the last 3 head-to-head meetings, I've always seen Galatasaray winning on each 3 of those meetings. So in this very encounter, it is the home side that we expect to win outright, the home win. That's provided for that very encounter. Okay, and that takes us to the next for the day, and it is a game in the Portuguese second division. We'll have Academico Viseu who will be up against UD Oliveirense. Okay, when you look at the recent games for both sides, the home side, we saw have had 3 wins, 1 draw, and 2 losses. Away side, 1 draw, but have lost 5 games in the last recent 6 matches. When you look at how the 2 teams fared, it's actually the home side, Academico Viseu, who have actually won 6 games in the last 10 home matches. They've also had 2 losses as well as 2 draws. And away side, Oliveirense have had 2 wins. I've had 1 win, 2 draws, but have lost 7 matches in the last 10 away games that they have so far. When you look at how these 2 teams fared on head-to-head basis, you can see that the last 2 times both teams met, it was a 2-2 draw on those 2 occasions. And followed by, okay, before that we saw UD Oliveirense winning from away by 4 goals to 1, and then Academico Viseu, the home side, won also by 4 goals to 1 before the 2 draws that came. And in this very encounter, we chose go verdict on this one, saying that for head-to-head meetings, the past 4 head-to-head meetings have actually seen over 3.5, over 4.5, on those 4, and then we expect to see a minimum of 2 goals appearing in this very encounter. So another 1.5, that's what we expect for this very game. Okay, that's our verdict. All right, that takes us to the last game for the second ticket and also the last game for the day. It is in England on the 21 Premiership. We'll have Arsenal who will be up against Sunderland on the 21. Okay, when you look at Arsenal on the 21 in the last 6 games, they've actually had 1 win and 2 draws, but have lost 3 matches. And the way side, Sunderland on the 21 have won 4 games. They've also had 2 losses. All right, in the last 6 games. And when we look at how these 2 teams fared, from home and away perspective, Arsenal on the 21 have actually won 4 games in the last 10 home matches. They've also had 2 draws as well as 4 losses. And away side, Sunderland on 21 have won 5 matches. They've also had 1 draw, and they've lost 4 games in the last 10 away matches that they have so far. And when you look at the outcome, clearly is a lot of goals appearing in most of the matches. Seeing that for the home side, Arsenal 8 times out of 10 have seen over 2.5, and Sunderland 9 times out of 10 have actually seen over 2.5. So when you put all that together, it is the goals value that is best option in this one, and it is a minimum of over 2.5 goals. That's what we expect in this very one. Okay, and that concludes our predictions for you today on Betcraft. All right, I wish you the very best of luck, and I hope that you get good. Remember to also play responsibly. These are football matches. That being said, tomorrow is another day. We'll be coming up with our predictions on this very channel. But until then, keep winning.